Welcome back to Blatancy. My name is Kumiv. We got Lucky King in the house.
You already know.
Today we're going to be talking about a very... it could potentially be a very controversial
Not
video.
really.
It could be. I mean, it could very well be a controversial
Like,
video.
gives a shit. It's just an opinion.
Yeah, it is an opinion, and what we're trying to do here is we're trying to spark a conversation. Because no one's actually talking about who's pound for pound number one in New Zealand, right? For kickboxing and Muay Thai, we're jumbling those two together. We're not doing MMA because that's going to make it a little bit more complicated. So, yeah, so don't take this too seriously, but also if you want to take it seriously, because we kind of are, and we came up with a list of our top 5 pound for pound kickboxers and Muay Thai fighters in New Zealand. It's all combined. We're counting the kickboxing and Muay Thai records. Yeah, so the way we're doing this is we're counting from 2022 onwards. So from January 2022 up until November 2024, what are your wins, what titles you've accomplished, right? And in our opinion, King of the Ring is the most prestigious title, right? King of the Ring is one of the most difficult titles to win in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And everyone in our top 5 has either one or more of the King of the Ring titles, right? So whatever wins they have from 2022 onwards, we're counting them in our top 5, right? And whatever wins you had in 2022 brings relevance to your previous wins from the previous years as well. So we're counting King of the Ring title wins, we're counting other championship title wins, and winning streaks as well. So again, don't take it too seriously. This is just just for conversation.
Go.
And also, before we start, let us know what your top 5 pound for pound rankings is as well. So the Blatancy version, we kind of agreed on this. There's one where we kind of unsure yet, but we'll get into it, right? So at number 5 pound for pound, top 5 pound for pound in New Zealand, we have Michael Isaac.
Yeah, definitely. It has to be in the top 5.
100%.
For sure, Michael Isaac.
Isaac. He's a fucking relentless fighter, man.
Yeah.
This guy got cardio for days.
Yeah, Michael Isaac's a fucking gangster, and he's won a few New Zealand titles.
He has quite a few, like
quite a few.
Four
I think
or 5.
three or four New Zealand titles.
Yeah.
And then he won the King of the Ring title, which was a gangster as well. That last fight he had with
Daniel Ruanga.
That was a super gangster fight. So, yeah, he definitely in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah. So Michael,
he's falling on number 5, but yeah, that's just
Again, it's just an opinion.
As you see, the guys, the names that we bring up, you'll see why. And it's not like he's top 5 isn't like it's not that great, bro. You're number 5. That's crazy.
So we think you're top 5, which means in the country you're number 5 out of all the fighters, right? So this is what we believe.
Yeah.
So also Michael Isaac is the most recent King of the Ring title winner as well. He was the last King of the Ring.
Last year?
Yeah. This year.
Oh, this year.
Yeah. The newest king.
Yeah.
So he's number 5, and in number 4, we weren't sure if we're gonna put this guy number 4 or number 3, but we thought we might as well put him number 4, and we'll explain why.
Like it's a toss up, and then he can be number 3 or
So we put Titus Proctor.
Difficult. Yeah, Titus Proctor definitely has to be in top 5.
Yeah, he's number 4 in our opinion.
Yeah.
Look, Titus is Titus is on a tear, right?
Yeah,
With the trajectory he's
on
on,
right now.
He'll be number 1 in no time, right?
Yeah.
He'll be number 1 in no time.
Depends.
Legit though, I feel like, and he doesn't want to do MMA. He's only gonna do kickboxing, or Muay Thai, right? Titus since last year,
probably.
Since was it this year? No, since this year, last year. I don't remember when he won his title now. But what was he won King of the Ring titles? He won the WBC Muay Thai title. He did another 4-man tournament and won that title for that 4-man tournament against.
Yeah, he's got a few world titles already, I think.
And he won that recent world title as well. So Titus Proctor, and also he's been winning every fight. Like, I don't know, I've never seen him lose yet. I mean, he's lost a few years ago and stuff like that, but he hasn't lost in recent years. So we put Titus at number 4.
Yeah. He could be number 3 too, and also the number 3 and number 4 are pretty much like just next to each other.
It's a toss up.
Because Titus he's on the tear, man. Like you can't not put him on the list.
Yeah, 100%. He's one of the biggest rising stars in New Zealand as well.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's our number 4. So number 5, Michael Isaac. Number 4, Titus Proctor, and number 3, we put Cam Rouston.
Yeah.
And the reason we put Cam Rowson at number 3 is because he won King of the Ring back to back, twice in a row, right?
2-time King of the Ring champion.
Winning King of the Ring is not an easy task.
Nah.
You're fighting 3 people in one night,
Yeah.
and you're fighting 3 potential champions,
Yeah.
right? And 3, they're probably champions in other, they've won other
You're
titles.
just fighting this period. You're just fighting 3 people in one night, so you're fighting 3 title fights in one night, pretty much.
Literally 3 title fights in
That's
one
what
night.
you're
Exactly.
doing in one night. Because when you fight for one title fight, you're fighting that one best guy, and whereas this one you're fighting 3 of the best guys.
Yeah.
And they all like pretty much title fight after title fight after title fight.
Exactly. Yeah. And so Cam did that twice back to back.
Yeah.
He fought King of the Ring 3 times. He lost the first one, and then he came back 2022, won it. 2023 won it again.
Yeah.
And we're not counting MMA, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, he's also won the Shuriken title as well in MMA, and he's never he lost recently in MMA, but apart from that, he's won every fight in MMA. In New Zealand at least.
Yeah.
So Cam's also in a tear in 2 different sports. And he's going back and forth, kickboxing, MMA, So we put Cam, in our opinion, number 3.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Cam would be number 3.
Yeah.
Just having the King of the Ring title anyway. It's one of the most prestigious. It's probably the most prestigious, like, kickboxing title in New Zealand. Or Australasia, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
And Cam's won that twice back to back, so he has to be number 3.
Yeah.
And that's why I say it's a toss up with Titus. Only reason I say it's a toss up with Titus as well, because Titus is on the tear. Like, he's killing it right now in the kickboxing scene, whereas Cam is killing it in the MMA
scene. Exactly.
But still, I still feel like, having 2 King of the Ring titles back to back, like, that puts you on just that bit more up there.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, just to bring clarity, we're counting from 2022 onwards. So there's obviously other honorable mentions. We'll mention it towards the end. There's plenty of other guys that won multiple titles, plenty of great fighters, but it would have just made our list a bit difficult. So we're counting in recent years, right? So that's number 3, Cam Rowston. And in number 2, we put Navajo Sterling.
Yeah, it has to be.
He has to be.
He has to be number 2, bro.
He's one of the most. He's on a tear.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lost. I know he's had kickboxing losses, but that was early in his career.
Yeah.
I think he has 1 or 2 losses. And since then he's won King in the Ring twice.
Yeah.
Right. I think 2020 and 2021 he's won.
Yeah.
Or was it 2019 and then 2021?
No, I think he won in 22. I think 22.
Nah, 22 was Cam.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
We were there for Nav's King of the Ring when he won the second time. No, we weren't there.
Oh
we
yeah,
probably,
we were there for the
kickboxing. 2021. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
I think it was 22.
Yeah, but regardless, Nav won King of the Ring twice in recent years.
Yeah,
and then in 2022 he won a kickboxing world title as well.
Yeah,
I wish I remember what the title was called, but he fought the Australian guy Astle, I believe is his last name. He beat that guy. He destroyed that guy.
And he has plenty of other NZ titles that he's won. Like there's so many as well. That he has.
And again, we're not counting MMA, but we kind of have to, because look, Nav, not only did he win those King of the Ring twice and that international kickboxing title, he also competed in a mixed rules fight, which he won. He also competed in MMA, which he's been winning. Won one decision in all KOs. He went to Contender Series, knocked out Phil Latu.
He's won plenty of other titles as well.
Yeah, he won
outside
Hex,
of the MMA ones as well.
He won the Hex MMA title. He's just on a tear. He's unbeatable. You know what I mean? From New Zealand, unbeatable king. Like, how do you not put him number 2? He could very well be number 1 as well. But we'll explain why we put the guy number 1 at number 1.
Yeah.
Most of you already probably know who's number 1, but based on the
if you don't know, you're about to find out.
If you don't know, you're about to find out. But Nav, 100%
number 2
pound for pound in New Zealand, one of the best in New Zealand.
100%,
the best. In recent years. Number 1, we put
my guy. Fucking, we got Nikora Lee Kiing. The natural has to be number 1. 3-time King of the Ring champion. The only other guy to ever have 3 King of the Ring championship titles was
Israel Adesanya. Yeah.
So Izzy was the only one to have, only other person to get 3 King of the Ring titles, and Nikora has 3. I don't know if it's all 3 back to back, or was it 1 and then 2 back to back? I think it was 2 back to back. Or was it all 3 back to back? I can't remember.
It has to be 3 back. I actually don't know. I don't know when he won the first one, but regardless,
I think he won the first one a
while ago,
a while back.
Yeah,
and then he won the 2 back to back.
Yeah. But regardless, every time he competed in a King of the Ring tournament, he won that shit.
Yeah,
and
3 times you just can't
exactly.
You can't not
think
put
about
it.
He fought,
and we're not talking about any other sport. We're talking about kickboxing and Muay Thai. But like I said, King of the Ring is one of the most prestigious titles. So
and one of the most difficult titles to win.
You're, like essentially, like I said, you're fighting 3 title fights in one night. You're fighting 3 people in one night.
And you have and also think about Nicora's last King of the Ring title run, right? To win that title fight.
Yeah, it's just going through murderer's row, man.
Yeah, Alejandro and Lucas McAdams in the finals, like tough motherfuckers to beat. Yeah. And he beat them, and he got rocked. Alejandro cracked him, dropped him. He was wobbled. Yeah. He came back and beat him. Like, look, Nicora has won multiple other titles.
I was right there when that happened, man. I lost my mind.
Yeah.
I got the part. Like, everyone was on the stands.
Yeah,
that was the craziest King of the Ring
comeback
title I've ever watched in person.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, Nicora, my fucking
Nicora's
guy,
number one.
Is number one.
Yeah.
Period.
And
I don't think that's debatable.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This one I'll stand on it. You know, this out of everyone on the list, Nicora's one I'll stand on that he's number one.
And
for kickboxing, Muay Thai.
I feel like the others, I would say, I feel like number 1 and number 2, Nav and Nicora is like solid. I don't know if you can debate that.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5, like you can throw different names. You can take people out, put people in it. You know, you can mix that up.
Yeah.
1 and 2, Nav and Nicora.
Yeah, I don't think
number
that's
1 and number 2.
For me, anyway, it's not debatable. On my list, not debatable.
Yeah.
Number 1 and 2, definitely not.
Yeah.
Number 1, definitely not.
Yeah.
Not even a chance.
Nicora is probably one. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he's won multiple other titles as well.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't even have to think about that because King of the Ring 3 times. You're the baddest motherfucker.
You're the man.
Listen, guys,
and think about it for a second.
Let me tell you about Nicora Lee King. Dana White. Let me tell you about John Jones, guys.
Nicora. But yeah, like I said, anyone like that's put on the same pedestal as Izzy is, you're the GOAT. You are the GOAT. Like you can't not be the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't not be number one. Because if Izzy won it 3 times and Nicora's the only other person who won it 3 times, then that goes without saying. Yeah. You know, like look at what Izzy has done, you know, throughout his whole career until now.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like until he reigned for the middleweight champion for so long.
Yeah.
Like look at all the heights that he reached just from being King of the Ring champion 3 times.
Yeah.
So just the fact that Nicora has made it 3 times just shows you that why he's number 1.
Yeah.
And it's not debatable.
100%.
Until someone else comes and beats it. Until someone else comes and gets number 3.
Yeah.
Because because as Nicora is moving into MMA more now.
Yeah.
He probably won't be doing as much kickboxing. Obviously someone else will take over that spot later on. But as of now, as of active fighters, Nicora is
pound for pound number 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our list. This is what we think.
Yeah.
We look again. We don't know the scene that well, right? I mean, I feel like we're pretty.
This is just what I think. This is just what we know from all the fighters that we know or that we've seen in recent years.
Yeah.
But if you guys think there's someone else that can be on number 3, number 2, whatever, or that's your top 5 list. Let us know. We want to see who's on your top 5.
Who's number?
Who you think is top 5 in New Zealand? Because there's no set pound for pound ranking for anyone. We're just talking about it anyway. We're just trying to make one to see what everyone else thinks and where everyone else will stand on what their pound for pound ranking will be for New Zealand. We're just talking strictly New Zealand only. Yeah.
And let us know in the comments, and that's what we're trying to do.
Because obviously there's so many great New Zealand fighters, but in recent years,
we're trying to spark this conversation. Like I'm hoping if people watch this video, they leave their comments and maybe argue with us why Nicora shouldn't be number 1 or why Nicora
I don't need to argue.
Be,
like at the end of the day,
I'm not argue, but
at the end of the day, the thing is just simple. Like just give you a list. Let's see what your top 5 is.
But like the thing I'm trying to do at least is have people go back and forth, create a conversation, because no one's talking about who's the guy in New Zealand. You know what I mean? In our opinion, if they were all in the same weight class, that's actually now making it more difficult. No, we're not doing that. Okay, but pound for pound, number 1, Nicora Lee Kiing. That's our list. This is it. This is what we wanted to do. I'm hoping we don't get cancelled or anything like that.
We're not going to cancel. Just let us know who's your top 5.
Let us know who's your top 5. That's the show. Blatancy. My name is Kumiv.
Lucky King.
Lucky King.
We out.